Hello there, everybody, and welcome to episode number 33 of the Fuse-4 Network podcast. Before we move forward, just need to get the sponsors out of the way here. The first and only one of this episode is fathead.com. Get 20% off all real big fathead wall decals of $69 or more. Use the promo code in caps 20 real big at checkout. This offer ends January 19th at the end of that day, Pacific Standard Time. So, hello there, everybody. I am one of your hosts, and like I said, this is episode number 33 of the Fuse-4 Network podcast. I'm Dan McCauley, joined by, oh my god, whoa, this is weird. There's only one person with me right now.
I think I ate the podcast.
You ate the podcast?
Well, I'm eating right now, and it's good to the last bite.
You son of a bitch. How dare you? See, this is the problem when you have somebody like this in a podcast like this. All they can do is just want to eat up the deliciousness, all the yummy yums, the tasty bits. And that is Brad. How are you doing tonight?
What do you expect me to do? I'm just sitting here fucking eating my food, and you're like, well, I'm going to go live anyway.
Yeah, yeah, you're damn right I am. So how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, actually.
Yeah?
I haven't really done too much all week, to be honest, since I got laid off from my job. So I've been just kind of sitting around and really looking around town, like seeing if I can find myself another new job. I've been catching up on some games, though, so that's pretty much all I've been really doing this week. It was kind of a depressing week, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
That seems to be a new thing that a lot of people are doing. Instead of, well, on top of actively going out and looking for jobs, they're just like, yeah, I put out a few here and there, but fuck it, this is like vacation, man.
Well, I'm not taking advantage of it. It's just, it's a bummer that getting laid off is kind of like a common thing at a job. Like, they need more people, and they're like, and they'll look at someone and be like, well, we kind of need new people, and you're gonna have to, go somewhere else, But at least my boss was kind of like, kind of sympathetic about it. She's like, oh, but don't worry, we're actually looking around for you to find you a different job. So I was like, oh, well, this is awesome. That's a good benefit. To have a boss that's actually working her ass off to help me out. So
wait, that was their excuse? Is that we need to get new people in here?
Well, no.
How does this work? What's going on?
I meant, it's a job training place too.
Oh, right. Okay, yes.
Because they have students coming in there all the time, and what they're trying to do is that they're getting new people in there to start their training in that. Since I've been there for about a year, they kind of saw that opportunity where, like, oh, well, he actually knows how the business works in that, so, we're going to have to let him off the hook. But we're going to find him a job probably in the coming month. So that's what I'm doing this month. As I'm out and about looking around, so that's pretty much what I've been doing.
The boss went wrestling on your ass and went, sat you down, put the hand on the shoulder and went, Brad, you did good, kid. You did real good. But you know what? we got to do what's best for business. And then just kind of squeezed your shoulder, gave you a little pat. Oh, that's old wrestling. Now it's just best for business, right? So then they pat you on the shoulder, just rubbed you on the back a little bit, and just kind of, okay, come on, we'll get you another job. Just please get out of our building now. You kind of smell. Get out. I mean, maybe not the smelling part, but
you smell like poop. You just get the hell out of here.
Yeah, you smell. You're really disturbing the other trainees. They really just can't stand you anymore.
Stop hitting on the trainees.
Yeah, because one's only 12 and you're hitting on her, Brad. We really don't know what's wrong with you.
No, that's just going low. Going low down on the branches there, Dave.
Boom! That's right, low like the age. Ka-cha! I don't know. God damn it.
Zing!
But if you guys are wondering, we will have one more person in the podcast, and that is Chris Fernandes, a.k.a. MufasaFernando.
A.k.a. the guy who survived the cliffhanger.
Yeah, a.k.a. Mr. Truffle Shuffle. A.k.a.
Scar almost killed him.
A.k.a. there's one thing I would bring up, but I'm not allowed to bring it up anymore because out of respect to him. So If you could think about it, think old school podcasts. This podcast, or any of the previous ones that we had in years past, you'll know. You'll know. You'll know. And another special thing we have tonight, actually, is for our video listeners. Video listeners? That makes no sense.
Our video listeners?
I guess you're listening too, but our audio. Now I was about to say audio viewers. God damn it.
Well, I was going to say actually, people do watch videos just to listen to it in a way. So definitely, your kind of explanation of it kind of does. It's obviously right on both ends, right? Like it's on the same. It's on the same lines. So I mean, you pretty much say it.
So we have something special if you're watching the video. All new graphical banners, actually, for our social media. Soon,
our logo.
Everything will be ready next week, but I'm making everybody in the podcasting network here, like the hosts, the main hosts, I'm making them all the same thing as here. Just let me get it ready right here, and it'll be up in 2 seconds like this. We'll have more stuff like this. Everybody will have all their different social media links there. So they'll have their YouTube, they'll have their Google Plus, their Twitters, their Facebooks. Obviously not the RSS feed because that's our RSS feed for our iTunes and everything like that. And if they have a Tumblr link, that'll be there. Obviously not the Reddit. And if they want their email, their Fuse-4 Network email, that'll be there as well.
I'm gonna definitely have to implement that in like at the end of my videos or whatever. Because that'd be pretty nice.
That's another cool thing. Yeah, I never thought of that. That would actually work out for that kind of stuff as well. Just having it all up there. And
what I'm thinking of doing is like, I don't know. I kind of want to make like a template for like say watch previous video and then like put like a Moogle on the side or something and like or maybe make one for my stream or whatever because I still need to make one for my stream and. It will have like all my social media stuff on the bottom or whatever. So
yeah, I've always thought about doing that. Like at the end of each video, if you're doing a Let's Play series, then say it's video 2, and so yeah, you go ahead and you do at the end of video 2, you have a little small picture-in-picture of video 1 with a what do you call them thing around it. Something you can click on to get to that video, and then when the third video comes, you can make just another thing that says like next video with another box over, a clickable box, and it'll take you to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, for right now, if it's not broke, I guess don't fix it for me. But I mean, if
don't fix it.
Yeah, if more people wanted it, then I guess I could do it. It's not like it's a hassle or anything like that. It'd be a cool thing.
When I'm trying to like kind of through this year, I'm trying to kind of update like more of my LPs and stuff, make things a little bit more informative in a way as my commentary goes on, and then have an outro, and then when I'm streaming, I'll have a template with all my social media stuff, and we'll have the chat on the side. Sometimes if I ever go on webcam, I'll probably put like a face cam there too, and then have the game on one screen as well. And then, like, if I don't have a face cam, I'll just have, like, I'll make another template without the face cam, just have the chat a little bit bigger, things like that. That's what I'm probably going to do is start implementing that kind of stuff in my things, kind of give it more of a professional touch. So
I'll never forget that one video that I just, watched of yours, and it was just that double intro.
That double intro, because it's kind of funny too, because it's like I always forget about that. So whenever, because I actually start off my video, believe it or not, this is how I sync my videos, because I capture obviously with a capture device. I mean, how I sync my videos is kind of funny because I'll sit in the menu. I can't speak today. I'll sit in the menu and I'll go 1, 2, 3, and as I'm going 1, 2, 3, I'm moving the cursor or whatever on the screen, so then I sync it up and then I'll edit the video that way. So what happened was, during that video I decided to just go like nuts and just start the video off synced, and then I thought I screwed up when I was talking, so then I thought I would do it again, and I forgot to edit that, and I was just like, well, fuck, no turning around there. So
on average, how long does it take you to edit a video? Like an average size video of yours?
An average size videos usually 20 to 40 minutes, about 20 minutes.
20 minutes tops, and then that's
Well,
excluding rendering and stuff like that, right?
Well, yeah, excluding rendering, because all I do really, well, obviously I edit out parts. Like, I don't go full on, like, DSP, just put the raw footage up kind of shit. I actually edit my videos. There are some instances where you see the videos being edited, but that's because it rightfully deserves to be edited. So, and then there's times where I actually cut the audio. So, say if a cutscene comes up, because I never talk over cutscenes, I boost the audio of the cutscene up, and then I'll go back to my normal commentary thing. So that usually I'll do that as well, and that takes me about 10 minutes to do. Like, to find all those silent parts during the cutscenes or whatever, crop those up, and then when it comes to a part, like when I'm grinding or something, I'll speed it up, and that takes me about 5 minutes to do. I mean, it's not too hard once you're used to Sony Vegas, so it's like it gets super easy. But yeah, on average, it takes about 20 minutes to edit a video for me.
Still need to get my Sony Vegas up and running properly. Actually, yesterday when we spoke about the problem that I was having, where everything was just turning a little tinge of red, you gave me that little fix, and I did type it down in a document. Actually, yesterday I implemented those changes. I haven't tested it out yet, but yeah, Vegas is easy. I've learned stuff in Vegas even before.
Like, compared to like Premiere Pro, and
I love Premiere Pro though.
Yeah, like compared to those, like Vegas kind of has that interface where it's like user friendly, and that's kind of what I like about it, because it just makes everything simple. Like, I mean, it's complicated to actually be a professional at it, but like when you know the basics and stuff, it's actually pretty easy to do.
And we're in the age of the internet. I mean, there's tutorials everywhere.
Yeah, there's definitely tutorials everywhere. I mean,
there's not anything you can't do. There's the most simplistic tutorials all over the internet. If you want to do something really complicated, there's step-by-step stuff. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. Yeah, because I was checking out. Well, it just popped up in my sub box, my subscription feed, I should say. Warbot's video. He was doing his top 5, I think it was top 5 or top 10 games that he played in 2013, and just I want to get more into that style of editing where it's just you're talking over stuff, and it's not hard for me to do. It's just kicking myself in the ass to do it on top of Let's Plays and stuff like that.
Well, the post commentary thing. Well, the best thing to do is like, if you're going to talk about like news topics and stuff kind of like that, the best thing to do is like find gameplay or something kind of, because usually what I see is people do like Macs and stuff, they'll just find gameplay footage of like streams and stuff that they're in or they watch or whatever, with permission of course from those companies, and he puts the footage up and then he talks over it, and kind of like what Warbot does is he takes his footage, obviously, like game footage or whatever, and puts up pictures and stuff, does some quirky stuff, always has something funny to say, things like that. Like, I watch Warbot's videos. I watch a lot of his stuff. Actually, you talked to him on Skype many times before, and he was a super nice guy. So, if he's watching this, yeah, shout out to him.
Shoutouts to
Warbot. Yeah, but like when it comes to that kind of stuff, like, I mean, editing is not that hard, like, once you're used to it. And, like, if you're going to make quirky videos kind of like that, I mean, really the best place to start is to look up tutorials and stuff and how to do all those, like, neat little things, you know. Like, you want to do, like, blur effects and stuff, like, you want to have a picture come up and have the whole entire game blurred out a little bit kind of thing, you know. Do some quirky stuff like that.
I always love that style of dirty editing. It's what it's called. Dirty editing, where it's not like a cutout picture or anything like that. Don't say anything, Chris. 1 second. Where it's you have this. You don't cut around like, okay, say if I wanted a picture of you, Brad, coming out of the corner of my thing and just opening its mouth opening and going, "Hey, my name's Brad." Instead of cutting out the image, I just use the entire background that you're into and then have it come out of the corner and go, "Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah, have it, or you can, like, in the background of a game or something, just have a picture of me come out and be like, "But what about me?" And then just.
I always find that kind of editing more funny than the professional stuff that comes out.
There's actually a little trick that I learned on Sony Vegas. It's called what is it? The Magic Wand or whatever. Basically, what you do is you cut a piece of the video, and what you do then is you slide a picture through the cut, and what you could do is you can actually have like the picture come out of the cut. and it looks actually like really nice. Like when you actually, because like say you're playing a Mario game and like you can actually crop the art, like say a hill or something, and you can have like a picture come out of the hill or whatever. It looks really nice when you do that.
So I'm guessing we're part of 3MB now because it's a 3-man band.
We're a 3-man band.
Yeah. Like I was gonna, I didn't want to interrupt. I was all of a sudden it was gonna bust out. I was like, we're a 3-man band. I'm like, not a good idea. But
and on the run.
So, Chris, happy National Water Balloon Fight Day. I just wanted to say that to you. Happy Water Balloon Fight Day. It's actually not. That doesn't exist. I just wanted to say it. So, yeah, we just started the show. We've just been talking about, a whole bunch of stuff. Not really. More editing. That's what we were just talking about.
You brought it up, so.
Yeah. Because I brought up about how there was this one video I had watched of Brad's a little while ago. Not any time recent, but he just...
Oh, it's definitely a blooper of the year.
Yeah.
He forgot to cut out the first part of his intro. He did it, and then he was like, oh, fuck. So he did it again, but he forgot to splice the first one out. Forgot
to splice the thing out. And
oh, wow.
It was embarrassing.
I don't want to do many videos. Like, I'm trying to get back into it. Sorry. As you can tell,
no worries.
Work has been killing me. I'm still in my work clothes, but...
Like I said, Dave.
Moving on, like I said, I remember when I first tried to do, like, any kind of editing, I'm like, nope. Just let me do the video. Like...
Just fuck that. No, this video sucks.
Just get out here. I'm done with this video.
Yeah.
I remember I did one video, and I think I did it for like 15 minutes, and I'm like, this video is complete shit. Really. I felt bad because I was doing a code thing with TNA fan. Me and him were doing something for October, and in October, like near the end of it, I felt like poop like the whole time, and I tried the video, and this is how I sound. I'm like, so yeah, I'm gonna set this card face down, and, like, fuck that.
It doesn't help too that, like, no offense to Alan, that he kind of like in a way too, he stutters a lot too. And it's just like...
I'm fine with that.
It's just like... It's not like that his stuttering is bad. It's just like... Especially when that combined with you, like, not being active with the video, it kind of... Like, I mean, Alan... it's not that it's Alan's fault. It's just, like, you kind of, like... When you're talking and stuff, you're the one that does the video. Like, you want to be the entertaining person. You want the enthusiasm. What you want to do is... You want to cover that... over, like, with Alan's commentary, so when you guys are actually talking, it doesn't come out to where he's the only one talking, and you're not the one sounding like you're shit,
like, feeling
like shit.
Screw that, fuck you, like, fuck.
And I find that it's actually kind of pretty funny that you mentioned that, too, because I've had moments where I just don't even want to do a commentary. I'm just like, hey, guys.
Yeah, hey, guys. This is Google Master 102.
Yeah, I had many...
We're playing another stupid part of Tales of whatever fucking game I'm playing right now.
Oh, okay, this is actually funny, but I have an unedited clip, and it's not unedited. I mean, like, it obviously is a recorded clip. And what I did was, I was so depressed one day that I actually thought it would be a good idea to record a part of Tales of Graces. And I was getting so pissed at the game because the boss kept kicking my ass. I was like literally raging at the game. I was like, "Fuck this stupid fucking game! I am tired of this bullshit. I'm going to sell my console."
I've done that a few times.
I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna go sell this game to GameStop." I was like, I had those moments, and I think I still have that clip, but I would have to like share it to you guys at some point. But
sorry. To kind of segue into consoles, sorry, I'm still on it. Dave, I have a surprise for you. You ready?
He's got his cardboard 3DS! He's got a real one! Oh my god!
Hey, Dave, you don't have one yet.
I'll never get one.
Where's yours, bro?
And guess what? I'm the nerd now.
Yeah, he's got Pokemans.
I got my Pokemans. I am a happy boy.
But Dave, a little tip for you: if you ever do start doing console LPs, which chances are you probably will. A thing that if you learn that trick that I told you when it comes to syncing your audio, you go through the menus, you go 1, 2, 3, and you go you move the cursor as you say.
Combo breaker. Sorry.
When you sync it, when you do fighting game footage too on the consoles too, you can always just sync your buttons. Say you hit the jab button, you want to have that follow your character in a way, right? So remember that trick when you sync your audio, because it would sound very awkward when you're doing a fighting game video and you're like, Fireball! All of a sudden, Fireball comes out 5 minutes later.
Well, it's just like film, right? You do the same thing.
Yeah.
With, where you gotta sync it up.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like dubs too, right? Because they have to sync that. Like in anime, a lot of that they actually have to sync the lips with the dubs too, all the time. You might not look like it, but it's really fucking hard to do. It's really hard to sync Japanese, with the characters talking and that, with a dub. And it takes so much effort for them to actually sync it properly like that. So.
One of the things, 2014 will be the era of Chris, a.k.a. MufasaFernando, posting one video every day of Pokemon card reviews. I'm calling it now. This is happening.
Wait, Mufasa, I have a joke for you. And then at the end of the video, it will be a cliffhanger. But
he just starts bashing his head against the desk. He's like, no!
Pulling a Daniel Bryan. No!
But no, I really gotta get back to recording. I really do. I'm so fucking behind. I really am. I have stuff from before, but I don't want to put it up because it's gonna be stupid. Because I guess it didn't record my voice, so it'd be me trying to talk while other people are just talking randomly to no one.
Just do post commentary on it.
No, because it had everyone from it had everyone in the group. I don't want to just be oh wow, it had 7 to 10 people in it. It was back when OMG Pop, when we did that the last hurrah. That was what I recorded.
Thank God that site is gone.
Well, we had fun.
I know they were becoming as bad as Zynga, and I know they weren't it was just an internet, gaming site. It wasn't anything as big as Zynga, but that's what they were becoming, is something that would just take something, an idea, hash it out again, and then
to be honest, I have to admit, OMG Pop did have some really stupid games. The only solid one really was Draw My Thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Hovercard Battle, but I mean, those were only 2 good games off of it. The rest were just what the fuck.
What have you guys been up to last week?
Like I said, nothing much. I've been working.
I've been playing Ease and crap like that. I haven't really. I'd say I was working, but I got laid off, so it's kind of hard to say. Oh yeah, I've been working, although it's bullshit that I'm not. I'm just working on my video games, if that counts.
Working on my video games.
Working on the video games.
And my BoobTube channel.
And well, actually, I haven't uploaded anything in a while. I still need to, because I actually have almost 8 hours of footage of Tales of Graces recorded, and I have almost 6 hours recorded of Chrono Trigger. So I got to put those up at some point. I'm aiming for next week to upload 2 videos a day.
Ah. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good goal to strive for.
Yeah. Well, if it does turn out well, I'll probably keep doing that. But I'm not promising anything, because sometimes I like to procrastinate. Zio. Yeah. So it happens.
All right. Before moving on to the one thing the big topic I want to talk about. I feel like if some people don't make it to the end of the show, it'd be a good idea to pimp the Fuse-4 network social media. And of course, you can find us on YouTube, youtube.com/Fuse4Network, or Fuse4Network.com. Our Google Plus page, since they give you some really long text, I shortened it out in Google, so you can go to goo.gl, Google/AE1YY, capital E, and it has to be a capital E. And of course, Twitter, twitter.com/Fuse4, Facebook, facebook.com/Fuse4Network. Our RSS feed is right there. You can search us up on iTunes as well, and you'll find an audio version of this podcast, which you can take on the go with your mobile device.
Is it on SoundCloud too?
SoundCloud? No, it's not on SoundCloud, because SoundCloud you have to pay a ridiculous amount of money to be a premium member to have a certain amount of files on there. It's really lame. We were going to. At one point, I kept saying, oh yeah, SoundCloud's coming, but then I tried it out, and you had to pay a premium to put...
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. So, of course, we have our RSS feed, which we'd like to thank RadioInfluence.com for hosting all of our audio files on there and all of our podcast content from the Fuse4 network. Then we have our Tumblr, which is essentially our blog, which is fuse4network.tumblr.com. We have our Reddit forum. I guess it's called a Reddit forum, right? Am I right? Or Reddit what is it called? A subreddit.
Subreddit, yeah.
Subreddit.
That's how much I am in with this Reddit stuff.
Yeah,
I'm brand new.
We'd have to pay a lot to friggin' actually be part of the Reddit thing, have the Fuse-4 thing up. So usually it's always a subreddit.
We have a subreddit, so you can check it out, reddit.com/r/Fuse4Network.
I don't go on Reddit that often.
Of course, if you want to be a guest on the show, this is the new email you will have to email us at for guests only, guest spots only. Anybody, just feel free to email us. The only thing we ask for is 18 or older. Be sure to shoot us one over at podcast@fuse4network.com. So, yeah, let's get into
we're perverted people. Wait.
Let's get it on.
Sorry, I had to
shoot it over. Just shoot it over. Shoot it all over,
baby. Ooh, yeah.
I mean, this is weird now. Okay, so the one thing I want to talk about is the best and worst things that came out of the 7th console generation. And if you don't know what that is Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii, the Nintendo DS's and stuff like that. So I have a huge text document that I spent 2 hours going over and writing.
I have one and only one, and I could say right now, but I'll let you go on with your thing.
All right. You guys can have fun. I'll be right back. I like I said, we didn't even have supper. I'm sorry, guys.
Go. It's okay. Go for it.
Oh, no, I'll be back. I'll probably have food up here.
No worries.
Oh, okay. So
who knows? If I'm not back, sorry.
Whoa, just go. Just
go, asshole.
Yeah. So yeah, I have it down here in 2 different categories. I have the best stuff, the best things and the worst things that happened out of that console generation, and this is all based on our opinions, our personal opinions. And then I have the best games that I personally played and the worst games that I felt came out of that whole generation. So I guess we could start off with the best and worst. Just throw them out there of just things that happened, events. I'll just throw out one best and one worst, and yeah. So here we go. One of the best things that came out of the 7th generation of consoles was best Xbox Live online service. The worst PSN online service.
Damn, you're really hitting the PSN really hard.
Well, they equally get it.
There was an instance where it went down because of hackers.
That's my thing. So that's also in my list. But just overall, I think Xbox Live was always just a better experience and easier to go through.
Well, yeah, it was subscription as well, right?
Yeah, and that was the big thing, right?
PSN's online when it first came out. Apparently, people are having issues actually getting on it. So I mean, I could see where you go with that being the worst, but it improved over time.
It's just one of the worst. One of the worst.
Well,
each one gets their due here. It's not I favorite one console or the other.
Okay, well for me the best would be because obviously I always thought gameplay over anything was great, and the worst is when they implemented motion gameplay with the gameplay. It's like, if you're going to do it right. Don't fucking put these gimmicks in where you got the Wii remote and you start flailing it around like an idiot, and then you got the Kinect where it barely fucking works, and then you got the PlayStation Move, which apparently works better than the Wii. And it's like, that's embarrassing. How does a peripheral work better than what an actual console is actually entirely based off of?
That's what I had on my list. I had one of the worst, the trends of motion controls, controllers, and cameras.
Yeah, but
everything that came out this generation was just beta. That's essentially what it was for the next gen, the eighth generation.
It was fucking embarrassing. Like, Kinect, like, Microsoft is still hashing out the games, like, thinking that Kinect was was successful, and it's just like, Microsoft, nobody gives a fuck about the Kinect. Why do you keep thinking that?
You know, you say that, but you want to know what the largest selling game on the Xbox 360 is?
I could only assume that it's Just Dance.
Incorrect. It's Kinect Adventures with 18 million units sold.
Is that right?
Yeah, so we think that just because we don't use it doesn't mean it's not being used, right? And utilized by millions of other people.
It's being used for porn. That's what it is.
What? What the fuck?
Well, you never know. People could be probably playing like fucking Kinect Adventures naked or something, and taking pictures and shit and posting it on Facebook or some crap.
That would be a hell of a swingers party. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, everybody, get ready. We're just gonna warm up, flex it, or stretch and everything like that. And we're going to play some Kinect Adventures and some Just Dance just to get the heart going. You know, don't want anybody having a heart attack while they're pumping. So, yeah, we're just going to... All right, John, you're up first. And with Chelsea, you can go in there too. And maybe Kelly, you can go in there as well. Just, you know, three... here's
some vodka.
Yeah, we're just pumping Just Dance 3, and you do your thing. I'm going to be in the other room. See you later.
Like I said though, like when it comes to gameplay was awesome. Like obviously you can rest assured pretty much Xbox 360, PS3, Wii, gameplay was great. But the worst was the problem with the fact that the controls interfered with the gameplay. And when it comes to gameplay, you can't fuck the controls.
Do you have an example with that? Like what games?
Well, seeing as most of the Wii games that are first-person shooters, some of those controls don't work that well. Red Steel, for example.
I had that in there. I have worst. Just one of the worst moments and one of the worst games was Red Steel. Moment and game.
But another example is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Although I loved the game, the controls were very gimmicky. I liked obviously the controls were fine in that, but it got to the point where the game got really gimmicky, and it just felt way too much like they focused on the motion controls more than anything.
There was no other way to play that other than using Wii Motion Plus, right? One, you had to have that. So if you didn't buy that package, you had to spend another whatever amount of dollars it was to buy that. And then was there no other support, like using a GameCube controller or a classic controller to play it?
Not at all.
Oh.
So pretty much you don't have that Motion Plus, you're fucking boned.
Yeah, true. Like, does it just tell? Like, I assume it just tells you, right?
It just
says you can't play.
It tells you to it just tells you to calibrate the Wii Motion Plus every time. So obviously it's intended for the Wii Motion Plus.
But what if you start up the game and you don't have that? What does it say? Does it say anything, or
it just says please connect the Wii Motion Plus to play the game?
And it won't let you go any further.
Won't let you go any further.
Oh wow, okay. All right.
I'm pretty positive about that. So I mean, I could test it out right now, but I ain't fucking pulling it out.
Yeah, we don't need to wait. It's all right. Maybe later.
But yeah, like I said, when you got gameplay, the controls can't fuck the gameplay. That's a big factor about gameplay. People want to play a game for its controls and how it controls itself.
Well, it's all part of the experience.
Yeah, it's all part of the experience. But when you got gimmicks like motion controls, gimmicks like, I don't know, shaking the controller and shit, like with the 6-axis, that really ruins the gameplay for me, especially when it relies too much on that stuff.
How many games would you say on the PlayStation 3 utilized the 6-axis, like to
I know Lair.
like hardcore, like too much, where it was like, whoa, back off, I can use the thumbstick.
I know Lair did, but that was kind of a horrendous game. I wouldn't say Dark Sector, because Dark Sector actually there are times where you actually had to twist the controller around to move the boomerang you're throwing, and there was a lot of segments where you actually had to throw the boomerang into like certain places, like you have to hit switches with it at a long distance. Right. So I mean, I guess that also is in the gameplay, like the main gameplay itself, because that's all you practically do in that game. There are like I can't really like count how many games that implement the 6-axis. I think they just stopped using it after like 2008ish, and they just kind of went on with the gameplay because they're like, oh well, we have buttons on the fucking controller, we're not going to use the motion controls on it. And then PlayStation Move came out, and they're like, forgot about the 6-axis, and they're like, oh, look at our new Wii Motion fucking rip-off controls. It turns out that actually works better than the Wii. And it's just like, I don't know. Like
it was good for Heavy Rain.
Yeah, from what I heard at least. It was good on Heavy
simple
Rain.
Movements and stuff like that. When you'd have to to stand up, you'd have to move it up or something like that. Just an example.
Yeah, or like there was a scene with what's her name, where she had to like take off her pants or whatever, and you had to like because you had to rock her hips or whatever, and like there was
you would know that scene. That's the one scene you know, isn't it?
I watched a friend play through it.
Oh yeah. You were like, man, can you just play it through that one part where she?
And then he's just
please.
To rock her hips, you had to do this, and like it would tell you to do that. So.
And then you guys were like, man, I wish there was save states in this shit. Like, we play it, go back, and just keep doing this.
We'd constantly be watching that. or like the shower scene from Beyond Two Souls. Apparently the actor tried suing the company that made the game because someone actually hacked the game in the shower scene, because you know how it blocked off like the ass and the vagina and that.
Yeah, the private parts. Yeah.
Yeah, the private parts. Basically, someone actually hacked through the game, and they actually modeled the boobs, the ass, and the vagina in the game's cutscenes, like in the game's graphics. And that's a no-no, especially first off when you have them practically blocked out in cutscenes. What the fuck is the point in modeling them if, you know, some guy who's obviously perverted wants to do that? And it just makes no sense to me. And second off, why didn't you think someone would actually have the right mind to actually see if they, you guys actually model the ass, the boobs, and the vagina? I mean, like, it makes no sense why you wouldn't think that would have happened. And you know what? Honestly, I don't blame her for that, because that's just fucked up. Like, especially when you're doing motion capture, especially for the game.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Sorry, I was getting too focused in this.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
It's just like, I don't blame her, because especially when you're doing motion capture on a character of someone's body and that, honestly, I wouldn't feel comfortable if someone did that of my body. And like, you know, you see my wang in the game, and it's just like, oh man, I really hope not many people have bought this game.
I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm using that program called Poser, and I'm making a model of Brad. That's what I'm doing. Yes.
But like I said, you know, I don't blame her for that at all. I mean, that's fucked up.
Were they detailed? Like, is this confirmed? Is this like real, or is it a rumor?
Apparently, it was confirmed that they detailed the ass and the tits.
Because like they wouldn't know what she looked like, because all that scene is like when she's doing the action, she's wearing a suit. A mocap suit.
No, yeah, they did it in itself. I mean, it was not to resemble her body, of course, but it still kind of disturbs her peace, because they actually bothered to do that. Because it's like, in what video game where you decide to make cutscenes like that and deliberately actually model someone's ass and boobs and stuff, and it's just like, I don't get that. Like, what's the point of doing that if the cutscenes are blocking that out anyway?
I'd have them do that purposely if I was, you know, an actor in a game. I'd be like, you better fucking do my private parts. I don't care if they're ever going to show up in the game. There better be a way to hack it. You better model it. And it better not look like real me. It better be exaggerated, very exaggerated. And yeah, you better do it. I'm gonna slap you in the face. No, but that's interesting. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I heard a story about that, about how the model wanted to, because
Ellen
she's
Page.
the actor of she's the actor of Juno, apparently.
Ellen Page.
Yeah, Ellen Page. She's the like main character Juno, and
then Willem Dafoe.
Yeah,
was in there as well.
She also did something else. I can't remember. Fuck.
Juno. She did Hard Candy. She's done a whole bunch.
No, I mean, like, she did another video game thing, didn't she, Ellen Page?
If you're thinking The Last of Us, no, that's not the same girl.
No, not that.
Okay.
It was a different game. It was a different game, but I fucking can't remember for the life of me. I'll have to look it up later. But like I said, like, when you do shit like that, you know, you obviously have the right to be called out upon that. I mean, you don't do that shit, especially in video games.
I also don't like coming back to having Chris with a banana in his mouth and being proud of it. He's so happy about it, too. He's like, man, I got this banana. It's so tasty. I'm getting my potassium, even though it's, like, not that much potassium. Wow. But it's good potassium. I can't complain. But, yeah, I waited for you to come back, Chris, because there's this one thing about the best things, a great experience in the 7th generation. One of the best things I have down is the...
No. If you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say, fuck you.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Spell Street Fighter.
No. One of the best things...
That's probably like the bottom of the list.
That's one of my games. One of the best
is
games.
Low tier.
Ibuki. Oh God. So one of the best things I found was the Xbox Live Vision camera and chat pad. Now I say the Vision camera because the streams that I used to do, and we used to do the fucked up just dances for everybody, and I had to take them down off YouTube, unfortunately, when I partnered my channel, because there was copyright, obviously, with the music in the background. But that's why I have that on there. It's just because of the experience that I had with you.
Yeah,
using that
was fun.
It was so much fun.
I remember seeing those videos, like you and fucking Mufasa were just going all like, yeah.
It was like the Numa Numa song and everything like that.
This was way before like I actually knew you guys personally too. So
yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
Like I said, me and Dave had some good times with that camera. Like, I missed that. I can't use that camera anymore. It's like, nope, you have to buy a Kinect.
I'm using it right now for this, and that's why I need to get another camera. I need to get a new webcam. I need to get an HD one.
You should get one that I have. It's actually really nice. So.
Yeah, but yeah, the thing about this camera, it's great. You can use this camera on PS3. You can use it on a Mac. You can use it on Windows. Now, the only thing about the Kinect is you can't use it on the computer like the Xbox One.
Who the fuck would use it on the computer? It's like a big giant fucking like.
I would. The camera's widescreen. The camera's 10 times better than this one.
It's like a big giant door stomp.
I tried using it. It's just you need a whole bunch of software, and it's not guaranteed to work on everybody's system. And that's what happened to me. It didn't work, unfortunately. It registered that it was plugged into the computer and everything like that, and that it was a camera. But the only thing that was working in the end was the microphone on it, and didn't really want it for the microphone, wanted it for the camera. So unfortunately, that didn't work, and I'm not going out buying I'm not buying the $300 PC Kinect because I have a Kinect that should work, but
well, Logitech has some like a really nice, because this is the same brand that I got, and it's like an HD webcam. Got it for $40.
Yeah.
Worked wonders. I mean, everything's nice and clear. It's not like blurry or anything. Like you don't ever see pixels and stuff everywhere. I mean, it's a nice webcam. It's a good price that I got it for too. So
I'll get around to getting one soon. It's on my list.
Yeah, I need to get a new I need a new camera myself. Even this one's good, but it's not even mine. I'm actually borrowing this from my dad because my camera that I used to have, which is oh shit, almost.
Oh, it should be like one of those old Windows 98 webcams.
Yeah,
No.
those circle ones.
Yeah, they're like really puny ones.
Yeah.
This was my old camera.
Oh god, that's old age too.
Yeah, and like I said, I think the reason why it didn't work. Yeah, that's the reason why it didn't work. My hold on, I gotta get to the camera.
You stripped the cord on it.
No.
What, the USB?
Oh, you tempered the USB.
Yeah, the bottom of it got so bent, like, I think I stepped on it one time, like, pulling it, and then I had it out, and I probably tripped on the wire and stepped on it, and yeah, so...
My old webcam that I had, I stripped the wire on it, and whenever I would talk, it would be like this really loud static.
Oh, Dave knows about static.
It was
Remember when... Oh,
It was an old fucking, what was it, like a PlayStation 2 iToy, and
God.
I stripped the wire on it, so whenever I would try to talk, you hear like a big, I would be like talking all of a sudden, I'd be like, hey guys, how are you doing?
Dave, do you remember when I had to use my rock band mic as a mic?
That's what Tyler uses, and it sounds great for him.
Yeah, but do you remember when I had it?
Yeah. We'd have to the podcast, starting the old podcast we'd have to stop and test you. We'd have to be like, all right, here, unplug it, plug it back in, and then it would happen, and all of a sudden we'd hear like a wind tunnel coming through. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Jesus, okay.
Chris, what are you referring to? His old...
Yeah, one of my old mics, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I have this bad Larry right here. This thing is like the best. I love these. Even though Dave has the Imperial
Yeti.
one.
The Yeti.
He has the Yeti.
Imperial.
He's like the Imperial.
Yeah,
Force
he's
right
the
now.
Imperial leader. Ha 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 ha.
I was actually, because what I'm going to do at some point, because I'm going to get a mount, and I'm probably going to, I don't know why I want to, but I want to sell this, and I'm going to sell something else, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy an Audio-Technica 2020, and what I'm going to do then is going to have the mount sitting right beside my computer, have it sitting, I don't want to like have it sitting like right in the way of the webcam, but I want to have it like at an angle where you can hear me like perfectly fine. And that's what I'm going to do for my Let's Plays then, is that I'm just going to have the microphone nicely placed in front of me so I don't have to move this fucking thing everywhere all the time. Because the Blue Snowball you can't really mount because of the weight of it.
You can mount it. There's mounts
Yeah,
for it.
you can mount it, but you have to get like a shock mount to balance it, right?
Yeah, go to their website or go on Amazon. There's you don't even need a shock mount. There's just normal mounts for it for mic stands.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of different ones too.
Well, there's like, you have to get like a certain stand with weights on it, but those things are like $80.
No,
Because
25 to 30.
the way the mic is, like, I suppose. I mean, because the mic is really heavy on it, and then I saw the Audio-Technica 2020, and I was like, oh man, it's $100. It actually sounds amazing, and like you can actually mount it easily because it's just a tiny little stick that you can mount up on a like just a normal like what you call it, like what do they call it? Those fucking mic stands that they have that you can like because it's like an arm and you can move it around and you can put like a pop filter on it and everything.
Yeah, it's just a
I
stand.
can't remember what they're called. Yeah, but well, there's a certain name to it, but yeah, I want to get one of those. So, like I said, it's really cheap. So I mean, I have no problem getting it.
To get back on track, I guess. Go off topic, but that's fine. There's never any problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, at least we have some.
Yeah, I guess quickly I'll just run down my shit, just put it all out there. So the best things, I'm just gonna put it right on the table, Chris.
No, we don't. No.
So the best things that I found was obviously I already said Xbox Live Online service, the Vision camera, and the chat pad, and I said almost all, if not all, Super Mario games released were great. HD collections I thought were great.
Yes.
The PlayStation 3 being region free. Great collector's editions content. Now there's a downside to that as well. Great storytelling and narrative. great. I say great a lot in this document. Great, but I didn't want to say amazing because they weren't all amazing. Great party games, examples being Rock Band, Fusion Frenzy 2, WarioWare Smooth Moves, and so on and so forth.
You actually like Fusion Frenzy 2?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I was a big fan of that.
Because I heard the game was horrendous.
Oh, it's a great party game. It's a great party game. Another one being PlayStation. Sorry? Oh, okay.
Go on.
PlayStation 3 having Blu-ray, and at that point it was probably a lot of people's first Blu-ray player. It was mine. And then, of course, WiiWare, Xbox Live, PlayStation Store, giving smaller devs or indie devs the opportunity to
make a name for themselves.
Post this great content for people to see, and it wasn't just a PC market anymore. It was on the consoles. Now, the worst things I said PSN online service, Xbox 360 HD DVD external drive.
Oh, God.
I said...
oh, God, I never thought someone would ever bring that up again. Peripheral that was overpriced, and the fucking DVDs were overpriced. Oh, my God, I never thought someone would ever bring that up again.
You're welcome.
Oh, my God. That shit is ancient. Fucking Ray killed that so fast.
It's a gamble. There's one or the other, right?
Oh, my God. It's a rarity for someone to have that shit now.
I know. Then I have Xbox Connect to an extent. And then I had also, this is still in the worst category, the PlayStation Network outage / hack of 2011.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Nobody could play fucking Mortal Kombat when that was released on the PS3. Nobody could do anything with that.
Oh,
it happened from April to May. That was an entire month.
That was bad.
The trend, I already said this, the trend of motion controllers and cameras, Red Steel, Xbox 360 having no HDMI
Wait, did you
port.
say Red Steel?
Yeah, Red Steel being one of the worst games and one of the worst things to happen.
Oh my God.
It was a pretty bad game. Just like, I mean, it wasn't like terrible, but it was really bad because of its controls. I mean, it would have been a solid game if it actually like allowed you to use like, I don't know, class controller or GameCube controller, but
I have it.
I used to have Red Steel 2 and 1, but I sold them both because I thought they were fucking stupid games. So
yeah. So then Xbox 360 having no HDMI port at launch. Nintendo Wii never having an HDMI port. and before anybody says it, I know you can buy the attachments, so I did put in my notes having no port integrated into the system ever. So
I love how you have to say that.
I know, because there's going to be somebody who goes,
don't even know about that.
You can take it and you can hook it up and there's an attachment, and there is an attachment, I know that, and you can do it all, but whatever. Then I said backwards compatibility being taken from the PlayStation 3 later on in the system's life cycle.
Yeah,
so,
that was fucking stupid.
That sucked. Unless you had like the original, then you don't have it.
I know very few people that still have that shit.
Yeah. This is one of the things I had a lot of trouble with, and probably hundreds of dollars was taken from me. The FIFA 12 exploit, which allowed people to steal your Microsoft points.
Oh,
and use them.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah. And then
that was stupid.
Out of the best things, remember how I said great collector's edition content? Well, now in the worst, there's bad collector's edition content.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I know exactly what one of them's gonna be.
Oh, I off the top of my head, I didn't think of any, but I knew there was always like the good and the bad. Like one was always overpriced and would give you like the shittiest thing. And
there's like two that I know.
Yeah.
It was. They were weak. They were very weak, especially when you got collector's edition.
And then the last one I have is too many first-person shooters.
Call of Duty, come on, Call of Duty, Call of Duty.
Man, I'm glad I'm not the only person that thought of that shit.
Now, I do enjoy first-person shooters, but I will admit, I'll be the first to admit, there's way too fucking many of them.
Well, Call of Duty, come on, Call of Duty.
Seeing as RPGs are like my main faction of games nowadays, I still play shooters, but if it's something like BioShock, and stuff like that, I'll love. But if it's Call of Duty and those mainstream shooters, I won't play because I just feel like they all play the same. No matter how hard they try to make it look different, it's still going to play the same no matter what.
What you're looking for, basically, is a shooter, a good shooter with good narrative and like great story, voice acting, the whole package.
Not entirely focused on multiplayer, something that actually I can replay through and do new things. Call of Duty is not like that. It's always been focused on the multiplayer. And any shooter, any person that I know that whenever I bring that up, any shooter that's out that has multiplayer is never focused entirely on campaign. Like nobody gave a fuck about the campaign. Everybody pretty much played the multiplayer, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm sure everybody by now probably buys Call of Duty not to play the campaign, but to play.
Yeah, no, there are like a few people who play the campaign, but there's like Dave.
Yeah, I love the Call of Duty campaigns.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I think they're great.
But like I said, mostly people buy Call of Duty because of to we call it to be able to just play online with everyone and to be good at the game or quote unquote try to be competitive.
Yeah, competitive player. I have not played, what's the new one? Ghosts. I have not played Ghosts online ever yet. I still haven't beaten the single-player campaign, for Christ's sake.
Missing Ghosts from what I heard, so.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Yeah, the netcode's, like, really fucking bad. It's worse than Street Fighter lag, okay? That's all I can assure.
God, Street Fighter lag. Ugh.
Imagine trying to get a Hadouken, like, 5 seconds later after.
Oh, that's happened.
That
has happened.
There were times where I fight against Dave and my fucking my moves never come out.
Oh, it's just dive kick, when we're playing and I have a stream on in the background and I'm wondering why there's horrendous lag. All of a sudden I minimize the game to check the audio and I'm like, oh, Brad, there's a stream running in the background. That might be why there's a huge amount of lag. Yeah.
Dude, do you still have that clip where you just burst out in laughter?
Yeah, I just gotta post it. Yeah.
Oh god, that was amazing.
I rendered it and everything, and all that entire session I rendered. I just gotta post it online.
That's so funny. You guys gotta wait until that actually comes out, because that shit is funny. It was the greatest thing I've ever heard in my ears. I didn't care about the fight going on. It was just what happened today.
I was dying. It was so hilarious.
It sounded like you almost friggin' suffocated in your own laugh.
I was still playing too. I was laughing my ass off. I was still hitting the buttons. I was like, I can't stop.
You're like,
this is awesome.
This leg is amazing.
Yeah, everybody, the audience, you guys will see that one day when I post it. Probably this week or next weekend or something like that.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
What do you guys, out of this past generation though, what party games? You guys into party games?
Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party was fun.
Yeah, I actually played Mario Party 9, and I actually had a lot of fun with it. And I played the demo for the new Mario Party on the 3DS, and it was actually not too bad. I mean, people are saying that it was really weak, and I honestly didn't think Mario Party 9 was that weak, to be honest. That's what
I was about to say to you. I have Mario Party 9, but I just really haven't played it. I don't know why. I have no idea. But when I talk to really big Mario Party fans, they say that one's the worst out of the entire series.
I wouldn't listen to them. It really depends on your preference. And from what I played, it was really fun. I liked it more than Mario Party 8. So that pretty much says a lot especially my opinion, coming from someone that actually played the game.
Yeah.
So they're probably just judging a book by its cover. They're big Mario Party fans. They wouldn't rip on the game that fast.
Oh, really?
Like I said, man, I would give it a whirl if you want to. I mean.
Yeah, I gotta pop that shit back into the Wii.
You gotta blow the dust off your Wii.
Yeah, it's here. It's still connected and everything, but it's just having to.
I'm just sitting there playing fucking Beautiful Joe because that's what I've been playing on it. So.
Yeah, I haven't touched my Wii in
ever since watching AGDQ, I was just I went out to my pawn shop and I was just to the owner, I was like, "Do you have all the Beautiful Joe games?" He's like, "Yeah." He fucking goes in the back, pulls out Beautiful Joe 1 and 2. They were $3 each, and then he pulled out Red Hot Rumble, which was $8. I was just like. shut up and take my money. I fucking walked out of the store and went home, and
Yeah.
that's what happened. I got all the games at once. I was like, oh, I'm happy now. But yeah, ever since watching AGDQ, I just fucking really wanted to play Beautiful Joe, because after that speed run, it made me laugh so hard to the point where I really wanted to play the game for myself.
That's one of the games I've always wanted to play, but then I looked at that run, and because I had forgotten about it, I was like, oh yeah, Beautiful Joe. But I do want to try the Wonderful 101. But the Beautiful Joe, I was looking at it in the past and going, yeah, maybe it's something I'll pick up later. Watch that speedrun, I was like, that game's going to make me fucking sick if I play it. Just because it's all flashy and it's slow, and it's fast and it's slow, I'd be like,
it's actually super fun. Like, the gameplay is really, like, dependent on how you do things. Like, it's not, like, entirely based on how you just, like, rush through it. Like, there's actually neat things you can do, and it's actually pretty damn fun. I actually got hooked on it for, like, 3 hours, and then I stopped playing because my game crashed. So I was just like, well, fuck. But,
and you know, you should take a break every 45 minutes. Remember that, kids.
well, usually I do that. I pause the game and go take a piss and then come back and be like, more Beautiful Joe.
Give me more. Give me more.
Another thing, speaking of, I'm sorry to go off topic again, but speaking of AGDQ, I don't know if anyone else seen the Secret of Mana speedrun, but holy fucking shit! I was impressed because the guy, the guy with the long hair, obviously, I can't remember his name, but he said he was gonna have trouble against Dark Lich, and his friend was just like nodding his head. He's like, I don't know, man. So what happened was during the Dark Lich fight, 5 seconds later, Dark Lich was dead. I was just like, they just beat the hardest boss in the game in 2 hits.
I gave him that strat, by the way. Just to let you know. No.
Yeah, okay, man.
Dave passing around strats like it's nothing.
Yeah, I have all the strats, man. It's like a bag of strats.
But they beat Dark Lich in 2 hits, and I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And I didn't know about the 2-player glitch. Like, they were using that the entire time during the speedrun, where you switch the weapons, because what the glitch was is that someone would have the level 1 sword and someone would have the level 2 spear. It was a glitch where you switched the weapons. What you do is you hit the enemy with it, switch it again, and then attack the enemy while it's being hit, and you basically one-shot it. Like, it acts like it stacked the damage, but it like quads the damage when you hit it the second time. It's really fucking weird glitch, but I didn't know about that until I watched that speedrun.
Well, yeah. Speaking of the speedruns, I still laughed when the fire alarm went off that one time.
Oh yeah, and then the one guy came in and saved the cat.
Yeah, I thought that was.
And he played the Nightwish music. It's like the guy comes and just walks out.
Did you see the GIF with all the fire? Like, somebody put fire everywhere, and then he just ran and he goes, "Fuh!" And then an explosion goes off and follows him.
Yeah. My favorite part of that, too, is because Trihex, I actually have a lot of respect for him now, is he actually, during the slide level in Yoshi's Island, he's like, this is boring, pulls out his fucking cell phone, takes a picture of himself, posts it on Twitter. Like, he took a selfie of himself.
You respect a guy because he takes a selfie during playing a game?
He's just like, he got super bored during the speedrun. He's just like, and then puts it on Twitter. Yeah, he just does that stupid-looking face, and he actually puts it on Twitter, and he's like, sup. And everybody was, like, retweeting it and shit.
I think I'm the only one that watches that kind of stuff, and I go, no, I really don't want a speed run. I enjoy watching that, but I really don't.
Well, when you got a guy
and this is me, I really don't want to play a game to, like, go back, do this, fuck it up, go back, do it, fuck it up, and then do it a million times.
Looking like he's gonna break his controller either. He's just sitting there like, fucking controller. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Trihex.
I'm pressing buttons.
Controller.
I'm pressing buttons.
But, it's funny because there's always jokes about Trihex, like how he was always on like his APM rate, and I was just like, why are they making Dota references in a fucking speedrun? I was just like, APM, fucking StarCraft shit. Like, why are they?
Don't you need good, like, I assume APM is like the amount of times you
actions per minute. So basically,
how fast your fingers can move.
Basically, you do this, like, basically in StarCraft, this is what you do.
Yeah, so I assume if you have like great APM or something like that, it's essentially the same thing.
There's Koreans that get like 300 APM fucking
Yeah.
StarCraft. Actually, that's an exaggeration. It's probably around 200. But there's Koreans that actually do fucking insane shit when it comes to pressing like the keys and stuff. And I'm like, how the like these guys, man, they're fucking insane. I could never play StarCraft like that. It's just there's no way I could do that.
So for my best and worst games, I'll just throw them out there again, and then you guys can think about yours or throw them out there. So best games. It sounds like I'm such like a deluded gamer. Like just this stuff, but this is just the stuff I genuinely liked. So like the Assassin's Creed series, Army of Two series, Gears of War, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Super Street Fighter 4, Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, Mass Effect series. Here's one, Stuntman Ignition. Love that game. BioShock series, Heavy Rain, Crackdown, Dead Rising series, Trials series, so like Trials HD and Trials Evolution.
Oh yeah, speaking of Trials, I actually bought that on Steam during the Steam holiday sale.
We'll have to play.
Yeah, that shit looks so fun with friends.
So that Left 4 Dead series and Red Faction Guerrilla, and then my worst games, very small list, because I was like, I don't know, Red Steel, Perfect Dark Zero, not including the multiplayer, because the multiplayer was amazing and fun, Tony Hawk's Ride, and Bellator MMA Onslaught.
What, you actually hate Tony Hawk Ride?
Oh, it was terrible.
You were trying to, like, you probably broke the skateboard already. You're, like, jumping on it.
It's still there. It's plastic. In the corner there. It's just... It's probably not going to be used again.
Plastic, man.
It's probably that $10 I got that for.
I don't really have a worst game other than Colonial Marines because I actually played that game.
Oh, there you go. That's a worst. That's a terrible game.
Yeah, I actually played that game with a friend because he's like It's funny because he called me and he's like, dude, I just bought the new Aliens game. I was just like, because this is after I watched the Maximilian review about how he said it was a terrible game, and I was just like, in my head, oh fuck no. I was like, I don't even know if I want to play that, but we ended up playing it, and I was just like, and he actually said himself too. He's like, dude, I don't even know why I wasted $60 on this. I was like, it's your own problem, man. I told you, like I said, it's a bad game, and we ended up playing it, and like we hated the cutscenes. We literally like went to the washroom during the fucking cutscenes, and whenever we had lunch during there was this really long cutscene. We'd actually just like go and make our lunch during that cutscene, and then we'd come back and we'd be attacked by the aliens and shit because we thought the cutscenes were so long and boring that we didn't think that they would have actually lasted that long. So I don't know. It was a terrible game. Honestly, I never played a worse game in my life than a generic shooter with fucking aliens, pretty much.
There's a great segue here, and I'm very excited about this. Did you guys read about? I have all the details here. Did you read about the new Aliens game that's coming out?
Yes,
Aliens Isolation.
I heard that it's taking place after Alien 3 because Ripley's daughter is the main protagonist.
Yes, they have it here. I have all the information. Published by Sega, developed by the Creative Assembly. It'll be a first-person survival.
Please don't say Gearbox.
No, Sega. Okay. Just Sega and the Creative Assembly. Okay. First-person survival horror for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. Due for release the second half of 2014. The game has been in development by the British studio for about 3 years. The game is taking its roots from the 1979 film that started the franchise. Players take the role as Ellen Ripley's daughter Amanda in a new story that stars the original alien from the film. Aliens Isolation is set 15 years after the events of Alien and takes place on the large traditional station where a flight recording from the Nostromo, I guess it's pronounced. I haven't watched Aliens in the longest time, has been recovered. The Creative Assembly already has a build of Isolation that's playable from start to finish, and the studio is now in the process of polishing and balancing the game, so on and so forth. It's running in an in-house engine that they've created, and there's no multiplayer whatsoever at this time. The lead game designer, Gary Napper, has stated, and quote, We've got a crafting system where you can create things that help you evade the alien or defend against them, or cause distractions.
I feel like that one scene in Alien 2 where they like flash around the flashlight and scare the fucking aliens away, because that'd be awesome.
Maybe. And then he goes, at no point are we giving you huge plasma rifles or M56 smart guns. It's all about survival horror scrounging. And one of our taglines, like the core pillar of the game, has always been improvise to survive. So stuff you find in the environment is stuff you want. I think despite there being other threats on the station, you'll always worry about what alien is doing. That's a weird quote. What alien is doing and where the alien is. It's not such a weird quote, I guess. So a lot of collecting and everything you do, you're just like, I'm gonna save this for the alien. So it sounds pretty cool. It sounds like an interesting game. It sounds something that is actually going to be a good fucking Aliens game, finally.
Fucking Gearbox.
Yeah, oh no, but remember, Gearbox can't be touched because they made the most broken game in the world, Borderlands. But they're good. They're great. They're great. Oh wait, they also made they did Duke Nukem. Oh man, wait, but they're still good. They did Borderlands. They're still good. They're still good. That's what everybody says.
Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, such a good game. Best game ever.
Well, that's what everybody says. They're like, they forget that was Gearbox, and Gearbox is a shady fucking company and has a reputation for not paying out their employees.
To be honest, I don't like Gearbox whatsoever, but
I can't respect that company. It pissed me off. Just all the shady business shit that they've always done.
Well, no, because the reason I don't have respect for them is that they make so many promises saying, oh, this game's going to be like even better than the next one. That's what they did with Borderlands 2. And then Borderlands 2 just is fucking Borderlands 1 reskinned with new characters and new stupid shit. And then the Season Pass came out, and the level cap only went up by 5 as opposed to 10 usually when it comes with DLC. And it took so long for DLC to come out, and people were complaining about it. And then the Season Pass, like, that shit was overpriced, and it's just like people weren't buying the Season Pass because the fucking DLCs were taking a while to come out. And it's just like, it's fucking ridiculous, and I felt like it was a disgrace that it was almost to the point where I just don't want to buy Borderlands 2 because of that. But now that the Game of the Year edition is out, I don't have to worry too much about that.
I will say, just to counter one of the things you said, I think they did a great job at spacing out all the content. So it wasn't like, in 3 months we're going to give you 7 pieces of content if you bought the Season Pass. It was like, I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm not exactly sure. I know it was a long while, but I'm going to say an extension of a year. It was about.
I feel like they could have done a little bit better. I mean, that's like, because you got to think about it too, because this is what Double Helix is doing with Killer Instinct, is that to put more content on, they're trying to space it out through the year. But I don't agree with that, because think about it this way. Nobody's going to be playing the game for that long to wait for the content to come out.
Sure, I think they will.
Everybody's going to get bored of the game eventually, because that's what's going to happen with Killer Instinct.
But then you'll come back to it, though. That's the thing. It's you'll finish it, but you'll come back.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, it's just the fact that nobody's going to play the game for that long, because there's new games coming out, and everybody's going to get bored of that game. They're going to completely forget about it. I mean, I'm not saying this in a logical way. I'm just saying, like, sometimes people will do that. And it's just like, I feel like the spacing of it could have been a little bit more closed in, and it probably would have kept me playing the game. But I didn't bother buying Borderlands 2 because I just felt like, because then I would have to wait for the DLC to come out after I beat it, and it's just like, I mean, I can't do that, man. I can't wait. Like, it's that kind of thing where I'm just very impatient, especially when it comes to content with games. That's just me, though.
That was one of the games I was actually going to play this week because I was looking at the schedule for AGDQ, and I was like, well, maybe I won't watch that. But while I've been working, I've had it on my second monitor all fucking day and night, and I'm like, well, now I don't have time. And on top of work, I was like, I don't have time to go through Borderlands 2. And I wanted to finish off Bioshock Infinite and then go on to the DLC just so I could play it because I wanted to...
See, there's a new DLC coming up next month, right?
I'm not sure. I have to look into it. I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to get those games done so that I had it in my head, like, oh, I know now I can talk about this shit finally. Instead of when something about BioShock Infinite comes up, I go, whoa, spoilers, I haven't finished it. Like, I'm tired of doing it. I want to go through all these games I fucking have.
What are you gonna do next for an LP now that you got Injustice and stuff done? Like, didn't you ask on your Facebook?
Yeah, I did. I'm still thinking about it. I don't want to do. I'm not gonna do.
I suggested fucking the Serious Sam series. And I think my friend Alan, I think he's in the chat now. He mentioned that the friggin' RPG that they have, the little.
I didn't like the RPG. I like the suggestion about Serious Sam. Any of those? I have all those.
I feel like what we should do is we should make those a co-op.
Yeah, it's what is it, 4-player?
Yeah, it's 4-player co-op.
I know it's just the two of us. I'm not saying we have to add more people.
No.
I thought it was 4.
I'm saying that's a great idea. We should get more people into the game. I mean, the game's reasonably cheap too, so if I ever get money, I'll just be like, you're fucking playing this game with us. I don't fucking care if you don't want it or not.
Here, take it. No, I can't. No, take it.
No, I'm just like, if someone like I said, if someone wants to actually join us for a co-op, that's perfectly fine too. So.
Yeah, there's so many things on the table. Yeah, there's so many things on the table that I could do. I'm not gonna do Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I just want to play that.
Oh, that game is hard as shit to play. Like, especially as a first, like, basically, like, if you're doing a blind LP of it, you're probably.
Oh no, I had no plans.
Probably not the most brightest thing. I mean, look what happened with someone on YouTube that has over 20,000 videos on YouTube who failed on that game. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he fucked up pretty bad on Rising because he had no fucking clue what he was doing. And this is why I say, don't do a video on a game you never played before.
Oh, I always do blind LPs. But I think I'm not, like, terrible or logical. Well, like, and when I screw up on things and it takes me a while, I do say, like, and I genuinely mean it. Like, sorry guys, I fucked up, but that was a stupid thing.
Yeah, like, I know people that do it, but there's people on there that just don't know what the hell they're doing. They just drop the entire project in general. They're like, I can't do this. I'm sorry, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, when you do a blind LP, first off, at least practice the game while you're doing the LP of it, so you somewhat know what's going on. And, like, because I get that's not technically being blind, but you don't want to go in there, like, that blind. Like, you can't. Like, you want to know what's going on when you're playing it.
Calling it out now, again, this is my second little epiphany that I've had right now, and it's going to happen 100%. Chris Fernandes, a.k.a. I was about to say Moogle Master, a.k.a. MufasaFernando, his next Let's Play, and yes, he will be doing it, is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, okay.
And it's blind. It's blind.
And someone's gonna gift me the game.
No,
yeah.
No, okay. No. His next LP is Lion King.
Oh God! Why are you reminding me that I need to do that?
You know what's funny though? I think I've seen Chris play The Lion King on stream so many times that it just wouldn't be special for me. I'd be like, yeah, but I've seen him do it like a million times.
Yeah, well, I did it when I used to stream. I did it a couple of I did it a bunch of times.
Yeah, because it made sense.
I haven't played the game.
He knows what he's doing in the game. I could.
Well, I feel like. Because I haven't played the game in so long, so I'm out of touch in the game. Like, I try to do some, like, pre-videos before it, and it sucks so bad. Because I keep getting stuck in the second part where you have to do the jumps. I always miss time.
Yeah, that shit is annoying. I don't know what the hell's up with that.
Because I always missed the jump by, like, this much, and it's like, fuck. And I lose all the lives, and I'm like, fuck. But yeah, I like I said, I gotta get myself motivated on doing more frickin' videos. I've been so slacking. It's because my work schedule sucks.
And you
at least you're not pulling a Zeo. So.
He's gonna hate you. He's gonna be like, fuck you, Brad. I'll kill you, motherfucker.
I'll kill him, man. I'll kill you.
He's gonna take his comb and just stab you in the throat. He's gonna
Well,
do
Dave, speaking of which, shouldn't we talk about Ultra Street Fighter 4? Wink, wink. New character. Wink, wink.
Absolutely not. Nope. Nobody cares. I care.
Nope.
Nobody cares.
Nope.
So, yeah, go ahead if you want to bring it up. Absolutely.
Well, because that's one of the topics here.
Yeah. Well, what are the options? Go ahead.
So I was thinking, because since they were going to bring in Final Fight characters, I was thinking that it was going to be that Lucia person. Remember in Final Fight 3, I think, who was like Lucia or something, and then turns out that from a leak or something, or from like a picture they put up, it's going to be one of like the twins there. Remember from Alpha, I think, was it? Or the like that fucking candy clones or whatever.
Right now, the rumor, and I'll just put the backstory up. If you don't already know, there's Super Street Fighter 4, but this year, Ultra Street Fighter 4 is coming out with 5 new characters. They've announced 4 of them. They have not said anything about what the 5th one is, but they have given out little rumors or hints. So we do know it's a female. We do know it'll be her fighting game debut, and we do know that apparently she is associated with the comics, or that is a rumor that has come out. And now a lot of people are saying it is Ibuki's cousin. That is what they're saying, and that's what the whole story is. I'm not sure what the cousin's name is, but and just from the look and everything, I don't want it. I don't want her. Because I can just imagine the fighting style. It would just be Ibuki 2.0, or like it would be like a Dan. It would be like.
I feel like it's just gonna be a Cammy clone, to be honest.
Oh, I hope not.
Like how she looks in that. I mean, I don't know.
I hope not. I hope it's different. I hope it's like. Because I do like the variety. I do like having like a Cammy. I do like having an Ibuki. I do like having a Rose. And then who's that? Who's the new one that's coming out? Sorry, Poison. I do like having a Poison. It's just different play styles. I don't want this mystery character to be one that is.
Honestly, I feel like I guess Street Fighter Cross Tech and Poison was a popular character. They could have done without Poison, to be honest. I mean, they could have put Alex from Street Fighter Third Strike. I mean, they put fucking Elena in there. I mean, you'd think like maybe more Street Fighter Third Strike characters would probably be better fitting in Ultra than, Poison.
I did think this was cool. So, what was it? I think it was in that article that I sent out, or somewhere else that I read, all the characters that have been announced for Ultra have either been in the background of Street Fighter Cross Tekken or a playable character in some sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was pretty cool, I thought.
Yeah, I can see why Elena came back, though, because she was a playable character in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Yeah, but it's just like... But it's just... I mean, I feel like that they should have given more love to Third Strike, because that is kind of one of the most popular Street Fighters.
Is it? Would you say it is still like?
Online, I would say that there are quite a bit of people still playing that game, and judging by the way it's sold, it was probably one of the best Street Fighters. I mean, I guess Super Street Fighter 4 AE is still pretty popular. I just feel like Third Strike, in my opinion's the better one, just because the gameplay, of course, everybody loves the gameplay of Third Strike, and they'll always go back to that game. So I feel like Third Strike is still popular to this day. I know the Japanese people still fucking play the shit out of that game. So.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because it's all over the arcade scene there. So.
Yeah, well, it's fucking nuts there. So.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people play testing Ultra Street Fighter 4 too. They're working some kinks with certain characters and that. Apparently Vega's actually getting really big buffs. So Vega's going to be a playable character, actual good character for once, instead of being a character that was just buried underground that nobody played.
A bunch of balancing that's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's except for people who was it that plays Claw? I can't remember, but because Claw players, I can't remember. There are some people that actually do play Vega very well, very well.
Whoa!
Well. But I know people that play Vega very well, but it's just
I feel like that character is getting buffed too, and I think Bison is somewhat getting buff nerfed, kinda. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like I feel like balance changes are probably going to be very steep on Ultra, so I can't wait to see how it comes out, and by then I'll probably have my fight stick too, and that will get me prepared for Ultra as well. So
yeah, shit daisy. So. What do you guys think about going to the email questions, baby?
Oh yeah, good. We so excited. Okay, sorry.
Oh my god, email question. So yes, email questions are back. Obviously, we didn't have them last week because all of the email questions were, "What's your game of the year?" We kind of went through that half-assly. That's not even a word, but we half-assed it because
I pulled like 4 games. I was like, I don't know which one to pick.
Yeah, I know. It's always so hard. Next year we'll have like it set to it. You know, we'll fucking have
We're gonna be like Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be Ultra Street Fighter 4.
There's gonna be like no games other than all of us just playing Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. So here are the 3 emo questions that we have for January 10th, 2014. And in my document, I have 2013. I need to kick the 3 habit out of there. Yeah, I need to kick the 3 out and put the 4 in. So here we go. The first one is from Ben, and he asks, "What do you think is the biggest problem with the gaming communities today?"
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is like...
That is a tough question, but an easy one to say at the same time, and that's just the way that the way that like media is treated nowadays. I feel like YouTube, especially the way the community is very obnoxious. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot big problems with just people going around thinking they can say whatever they want.
Yeah,
lot of bigotry. Bigotry is a huge problem, I feel.
Yeah.
And there's still this problem with girls. Girls, like, you know, the big thing with girls can't play video games. I got this comment today on my channel.
That pisses me. Well, the thing that pisses me off is when like these fake people come in. Like, I'm not saying like all people are like this, but like these supposed girl gamers, quote unquote girl gamers, will come in. They'll fucking flash their boobs off, and they'll be like, "I'm this attractive girl gamer." Like, that's what they'll put in their username, like girl gamer whatever, and they're like, "Oh, I'm like the best gamer there is just because I have tits and stuff, and I'm hot." And it's just like they'll end up like sucking horribly at the game, and they're like, "You're not a fucking gamer. If you were treating yourself as that title, at least like respect it. Don't disrespect it."
Well, welcome to a large majority of the Twitch gaming community over there. It's just basically have a little bit of cleavage, play LOL or play Diablo,
play League of Legends.
Yeah, and you got a huge audience. But yeah, it's definitely. But the thing I wanted to say about the girl thing is, I got this comment today on my channel, and it was on one of my Team Fortress 2 videos. And I always preface by saying, if anybody asks me, I know I'm not the greatest. I don't pretend to be the greatest. I just play to have fun and record, and hopefully other people enjoy my content. So this person says, because you never know, girl or guy, I'm a girl and I'm better than you. So I said that shit doesn't bother me. So yeah, so I said,
when did you get this comment?
I got it today, this morning, and I said, oh, awesome. I'm glad that you're good at the game. You being a different gender than me doesn't bother me at all. That even though you're better. I said, good luck, have fun with the game, and just left it at that. And that's the way I genuinely feel. Is like, I don't care what gender you are. Why are you trying to? I don't care if you're a girl and you're better than me. Whatever. We're human beings. If you're better than me, there's people probably that are better than this person at something, drawing, riding a bike. Doing handstands, but I didn't see the point because I feel like it was trying to bother me, but I'm just one of those people that just doesn't care. Yeah. So that's another thing, and bigotry is a huge problem in gaming communities, and just, I guess, to an extent, cockiness. To an extent. I mean, sure, you can be cocky.
Well, where
which
there's
is cool.
cockiness, there's also being obnoxious.
Yeah, true, sure. Yeah.
So, like, there's people that treat their fans like absolute shit because they'll try to tell someone to improve upon it, and they'll be like, whatever, I don't fucking care. And it's like, you're going to come off with that kind of attitude, you shouldn't be on YouTube or streaming at all.
What do you think?
Like, it's fucked up.
It's like I hate people like that. I really do. Like, I'm tired of this whole, oh, I'm a woman and I'm a gamer and I'm better than any other guy. No, you're just someone on whatever.
You're a person that enjoys video games.
Yeah. So why you
Pretty much.
belittling everyone else when, in a sense, it doesn't really freaking matter?
And I should preface this by saying, yes, guys do it too. They belittle girls, saying like, "Oh, you're a girl, you can't be good," and that's not right either. That's stupid. That's just a dumb thing.
Fucked up.
So I guess we've kind of gone through that. The next question is from Laura. Speaking of girls, what are some of your favorite DOS games?
DOS? Ooh.
Oh my, damn. Jazz Jackrabbit. Come on, man. Who doesn't fucking love that game?
I didn't play it when I was young, but the two that I remember playing when I was young was Treasure Mountain and The Treehouse. I don't know if you guys ever heard of those or seen them. They're
The only like DOS game that I really played was fucking I can't really say Doom because I played Doom like when it actually came out for like PC. But I mean, really the only DOS game that I played was Jazz Jackrabbit. So
Yeah, I think I did
remember
play.
that game. I'm pretty familiar with that game. So
Like I said, I didn't play that much when I agree. I didn't play that much DOS games when I was younger. Like I said, I think the only one I think I really played was Doom. So I guess I'm going with that one because I remember playing that, and I'm trying to think what else I played, but I don't really think I played many other games. Yeah, probably Duke Nukem. Yeah, I played.
No, anybody King's Quest? I have King's Quest as well.
oh yeah, King's Quest. I remember that. That's that point and click adventure.
King's Quest. What's a good game? I've done commentary over, but never played it.
Oh, that's a fun series. You should try
Yes,
it.
it is.
All those games are great.
Memorable quotes
Yeah.
from that thing. Like I said, too late, too late, too late. Okay,
So the third and final email question that we have here is from Jason, and he asks, what are 3 things you must do in the morning to start off your day right?
Have a nice cup of coffee in the morning.
Yo, my dad has that cup. That's funny. Coffee
in the morning.
He got it as a gift from a guy at work. It's a
Yeah.
nice quality cup, man.
It is a really nice cup, but you have a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Yeah, I usually I wake up, make coffee, eat breakfast, usually. Sometimes I don't, but, and clean up. Because after I wake up and I feel like I want to do something, I'm going to clean up, start off with my day, nice, everything all cleaned up, and then at the end of the day, I'll continue the routine again. So.
Yeah, with me, I have to wake up right away, get a shower, just because I can't function without a shower. It's impossible.
Well, yeah, usually, because I shower a lot too. Like, I shower every other day, and that's usually what I do. So, like, I'll wake, because it would be like, say tomorrow, when I wake up, I'm going to shower, and then then do my routine. So,
yeah. I shower every day. I can't function without a shower. And then, do all my stuff, clothes on, brush my teeth, blah, 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 blah. And then go down, get coffee, maybe something small. I've been on this big kick of having an apple in the morning, which is pretty good. So, yeah, have an apple before coffee, and then have my vitamins with my coffee. And, brother, drink your vitamins, say your prayers. Did I just say drink your vitamins? Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
said Jesus.
I totally did. Take your vitamins, drink your milk, say your prayers. So,
Okay,
I feel
Fernandes,
like me and you are the only ones that actually drink coffee on a daily basis.
yeah.
I can't drink coffee. I don't like coffee. I don't like the taste of it. I try even milking it down. No, I still can't drink
Have
it.
you tried it with like a creamer?
Yeah, I
some
have.
kind of-
I have tried.
Oh my God.
Still not a-
a flavored creamer. I don't have it with flavored.
Oh my God,
cream, but
dude, French vanilla in coffee.
yeah, that's good.
Oh my God, it's phenomenal.
Like I said, I tried it, and coffee's not for me.
And another thing you should try, Dave, is hazelnut. Put that shit in your coffee. Oh my God,
I might have had it once or twice. It's
just like a cup of glory in your mouth. It's fucking great. It is. It's really good. Hazelnut and coffee is.
what a lot of porn stars say too. It's funny.
Yeah, maybe, eh?
Yeah.
You can only have assumed that.
But me, mornings were mornings. I normally sleep in late because I've been working. But no. But I would normally wake up, just have breakfast, like just stretch out for the day, just like. Like I said, me, because I don't drink coffee, I try to drink whatever, like, I try to drink a cup of OJ. That normally tends to get me going if we have any, like, no, I'll drink water, because, like I said, I'm not a coffee guy.
Yeah.
Just not my cup of tea. Try to be funny, but,
Oh, you're cheeky.
yeah.
Very, very punny. Very
Yeah,
punny.
I'm very punny.
So, Alan said his favorite DOS games, Wing Commander series and Civilization.
Wing Commander was fun. I need to play more Wing Commander.
But,
I have them from GOG.com. I bought them, so I need to actually play more of them.
I need to actually start playing the Fallout games as well. I got those on GOG too. I actually got Torchlight 2 on sale on Steam, so I got to play that as well. I still need to beat the first one.
You know, I got like a bunch of games I still need to play. Like,
I still need to play Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 8, which I also got. But I'm playing the Ease right now, so I'm like, fuck Final Fantasy right now. Ease is where it's at. So.
You know the problem I have? Are you guys? Do you have your like gaming IDs linked to Raptor?
I don't really use Raptor actually.
Okay, well, I don't like use it to like communicate with people, but I have all my stuff connected to it, and you get every week you get that email where it tells you like your rundown of what you've played and for how long you've played. The thing I look at is it's so embarrassing. I look at it and I'm like, okay, the full amount of time you played this week was like. It depends on what I'm doing. It could be like 5 hours, could be an hour, and then I look at the average amount of hours that the people I'm friends with have played, and it's like 48 hours in a week, and like sometimes it's 52 hours, and that's average. And I think I'm friends with quite a few friggin' people on there too. So I always feel like a schmuck when I'm like, I have this YouTube channel. It's about gaming and. I'm playing like 1 hour.
Game for 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh God, it's a terrible feeling. I need to boost that shit up. That's what I need to do.
Yeah. Like I said, I still need to do that too. Like I'm so lazy. Like I have so many games. I'm like I need to get my head into them, and I'm like work's been kicking me in the butt. But now I'm a no lifer because I'm playing this shit out of this now. So.
There you go.
God. So I'm gonna be stuck in that game for a while and immerse myself into that game.
So if you have any questions that you would like to ask us for future episodes, be sure to, of course, ask away. Send us an email for email questions to fans@fuse4network.com. Just questions to this email. Only send questions to fans@fuse4network.com. But of course, if you would like to be a future potential guest on this little thing we call a podcast, be sure, we're always looking for guests. Be sure to shoot us an email over to podcast@fuse4network.com. Of course, again, that is podcast@fuse4network.com. Also, if you're watching this as the recorded version, be sure to let us know what you think the best and worst things, the best and worst games of the 7th generation consoles were for you. It'd be really interesting to see how you match up with us and what we agree with, what we don't agree with, all that good stuff.
You know, we only heard from you today, and I'm sitting here and
I know, but nobody had anything.
I'm trying to go through games, and I'm like, I couldn't really think of anything because there's so many games that's been out. So it's just like, which game sucked? Which ones were good? Like fuck.
Well, how about
I could really think of that sucked was Colonial Marines. So and I actually played it. So.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, you said Red Steel, like, you know the funny part is, I own that game, and I thought it was good at the first time, and then when I played it after, I'm like...
You realize it was fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
It's a big
like,
giant shit that sits on your shelf.
Yeah, it's sitting there right now, and...
Wait, what about fucking Ninja Bread Man and Trixie Toyland and fucking that Anubis game on the Wii? That basically 3 of the same games reskinned. It's exactly the same fucking games reskinned.
I'll have to look into that. I don't even know what those are. So
no, don't buy them.
Dave, you know what the best wrestling game of all time was, right?
No Mercy?
No.
Yes.
TNA Impact. Come on, that was the best game.
Oh, you and Tyler have that game.
Wait, I have it too?
Oh my god, you guys need to record this shit. You guys need to play a game. Fucking record it.
Play it on 360, we'll do it.
Oh my god.
I have the game. That game was so bad. Like, that was like...
Anyway, Dave, whatever you do, don't buy those games. I mean, you can look them up on YouTube. Just look up all 3 of them, and you'll literally see that they're the same exact fucking games.
Get them for 50 cents.
I am not kidding with you, either. I am not lying to you. It's literally all the same games.
Get them for 50 cents each. That's what I'll get them for.
They're 50 cents each. You wouldn't even bother spending your fucking $1.50 on those games.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm really trying to go through, like, other games that were, like, good and bad. Like, I don't know, like... Xbox had some amazing games. It had some sucky games. Like, I'm really trying to go back to, like, my memory break, but I can't really think of anything else. Like, shit.
But how about I'll write this down and we'll come back to it next week and see if you guys have anything else. Just look through your collection, look online of games that you might have had in the past, and whether it be a good or bad game, you can tell us all next week.
Yeah, because it was hard because, like I said, I was in the beginning of the Xbox 360 era, and, like, I still had games that
were good.
What about Kane
and Lynch 2, man? That's the best game ever.
Yeah, that was a good game. Like,
I like the Kane and Lynch. I like the Kane and Lynch series.
That was a good series.
I hated Kane and Lynch 2. It was bad. Like the one scene where they're freaking covered in blood and they're naked.
Soul Calibur 4 was a good game. I actually love Soul Calibur 4. That was actually...
That's the one I have, right? Or do I have 5?
No, I don't know which one you have.
Yeah, I think we spoke about this last week as well. Soul Calibur came up. I can't remember which one I have. I have it. I bought it over the marketplace, so I have the downloadable version. It's the one that had the Star Wars character in it. Like
Yoda, and if you now with they had DLC. Now you could get the Darth Vader too. But speaking, hold on, that brought up something in my head. I had a thought.
My brain works.
Shut up, Dave.
Your brain just farted.
Speaking of the DLC, I love now in the new 2K14. If you did not pre-order it, now you can get the Ultimate Warrior if you get the Legends pack that came out. If you missed the pre-order, you can actually already get them, which I'm kind of happy about because I never got to pre-order that game, and I never got the Ultimate Warrior.
Who's in that pack?
Bruno Sammartino, Jake the Snake Roberts. God, I'm trying to think who else is in there. Ravishing Rick Rude, and I forget the other one. I think the last one, or I think there's one other character after this, but it's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what sucks?
What?
Like, Caitlyn left the company.
Oh my god, I know. I was
so upset about that, and it was just boom, no rumors, no nothing. She was just she dropped that fucking contract and was like, I can't, I want to be out.
Yeah, like she was actually a good wrestler there.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the thing. She was
that's
one of the ones that was improving so much, and just one of the better female wrestlers.
yeah. Now we're still stuck with like Oksana. Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, they're trying to bump up Oksana. They're trying to get her because she only She only had 3 televised matches in 2013. I was reading about, and she won one of them, which was on the last Raw of 2013. But they're trying to set up a feud between Nikki Bella and her Oksana, and that's why you see the tag team matches happening and Oksana getting the pins and shit.
I don't get
on
it.
Nikki. Yeah.
I don't. The Diva division is just flopping.
The Diva division is just fucked. It's like AJ is the best thing that has happened.
Yeah,
but they're keeping her out of everything. It's just this total diva shit. Like, why are they not focusing on the title?
That's
why are
so
they not
fucking
focusing?
stupid. Because it's a WWE program. You know how they want to shove it down your throat.
Speaking of programming,
They just want John.
Go see. Oh yeah. Speaking of nude, I don't know.
I will be getting this WWE Network for $10 a month with a 6-month contract. Absolutely, $10. I said to myself when I already knew about it. Everybody knew if you know what's going on.
That was brought up years ago.
I know.
Brought up years ago.
Yeah, but just finally hitting the go button on it, like the press conference at CES and everything like that. When I was sitting there like 5 minutes before the press conference started, I was like, if it's anything over $10, it's gonna fail. Because Netflix is what, $8.99, and anything on there, that's the gold standard, basically, right? That and Hulu Plus.
Yeah, Netflix or like Hulu, like any
streaming services.
Yeah, it's like $8 is like you gotta.
That's the golden price because it's not too expensive yet not too cheap, and so yeah, definitely I'm gonna get that for all that content and paying $600+ a year for all the pay-per-views, and you get it for $10 a month. You get all this back catalog stuff, all this pay-per-view from other businesses like ECW, WCW, all the pay-per-views that are coming up through the year as long as you're paying for $10. Yeah,
$10,
and the one thing that I thought about, and then it came up, was their pay-per-view model, because they're losing money on the. Well, I don't know. They're taking a gamble. They're either going to lose money because people aren't buying the network, or they're going to gain money because a lot more people will buy the network now than were buying pay-per-views before.
Yeah.
But DirecTV is having like a shit fit. They're like, well, they're fucking us over. I guess we're going to have to renegotiate a contract or something because they're going to lose money on it, right?
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to order a $60 pay-per-view when they can get all this content plus the pay-per-view for $10.
Yeah, but you know they're going to get, what? They said, 62 million people, like, watch wrestling? Like, I think they said something about that. So you think about that, that's, say if all those people, just being fucking random, got this program, so 62 million times $10 a year was at $620 million. Like, they're gonna be making a lot of money for this. So yeah, okay, redo your contract, but you don't have to be a complete fucking dick about it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, it's the business of making money.
Yeah,
right?
It's the business of making money. People are a bunch of dicks. I hate to say it, and like I said, I think I'll still probably buy it because I think it'll be worth it because you get all this great content. Like, you can go back and watch old pay-per-views. You can watch.
I'm going to bed.
Moments. Brad, get your ass back over here. And all that stuff. I know you don't watch wrestling as much as like me, Dave, Tyler, Zio. Everyone else watches it, but still, I think I'll still probably get it for $10. I still think that's not bad.
No.
I'm kind of glad that it stayed like that, because if it was like $15 a month, I think that's just.
I would have said no if it was that.
Yeah, I'm like
anything over 10, I would have dropped.
I would have canceled like F4. I'm done with the stream.
Yeah.
Even though that was a freaking fun. Did you watch the whole thing? That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was good. I liked Triple H actually.
It says war.
It was awesome to see. It's one of those little things that you pick out, but it was really cool to hear Stephanie McMahon laugh, like genuinely laugh, like non-scripted, just laugh because her husband was being a doofus, like just like and Sean like hike up your skirt, honey, like being a pervert and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love how they go.
She
like
had
now the character, like they don't go what their characters is now, like how like Stephanie and Triple H are supposed to be like. Suit, best for business, yeah. Like, no, they went to holy frickin' like DX back, like when they were frickin' hilarious. Like,
the S thing was funny though. It's Sean. He goes, well, why don't we go one step further and just throw it in everything? Monday's Night's Wars, and then Stephanie laughs. She's like, oh Jesus.
Okay, thank you HBKs.
Yeah.
H's.
Oh God.
I'm like, it's funny when they kind of break character, like. That's another thing I like watching is like them breaking character because like it's hilarious to see them not who they portray on TV like seeing them like real like in your face like
But the wrestling podcast is coming. We just need to do everything. I keep saying that.
Wrestling.
But I figure
coming soon.
Yeah, now is a perfect time to.
Boss is gonna go wrestle his pillow.
Yeah. Now's the perfect time to pimp out all of our shit. So, Bradley.
Well, you can find all my stuff in the description, and I'm actually currently working on 2 projects right now, which is Tales of Graces and Chrono Trigger. I'm also doing Fantasy Star 4, but I'm not really in the mood to do that game at the moment. But yeah, I also do streams, so don't forget to follow my stream at twitch.tv/MufasaFernando, and stay tuned for February, where I will be playing through Tales of Vesperia as a marathon to count down the release of Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. And I'll be doing the same thing with Tales of Xillia when Tales of Xillia 2 comes out. So.
And he's doing that butt ass naked. Wait, what?
Oh man, I wish. Actually, I won't. No worries. Anyway.
No pants. February. Let's go.
Oh, no pants at all. All right. Yeah, I'll be doing those on stream, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So.
Maybe quickly, just for the audio podcast listeners, because all of our stuff isn't, and there's no description for them. Just give them your YouTube and your Twitter.
My YouTube and my Twitter. Okay.
Yeah.
You can follow me on YouTube at youtube.com/MuggleMaster102 and Twitter.com/BraddenLostWorld, or you'll just find me as MuggleMaster102 on there as well. But my actual Twitter name is BraddenLostWorld. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Chris.
Don't look for me. I'm not gonna be nowhere. I'm not gonna be recording. I'm gonna be. And you know you can't see this, but I'm gonna be playing this 3DS having no life. No lifing, Pokemon Y for the win. But no, seriously. You can find me, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Well, no, don't look at that Facebook because I don't even go on it that much. I was another account I used for a game, but whatever. Dueling Network, cause Yu-Gi-Oh nerd here. Pokemon. Now. You can't find me on there because I can't get into that name, so fuck that. What else am I missing? Like anywhere, just search up the name MufasaFernando. It will be me. You'll know by the voice. This voice is awesome. Not really. No, seriously, but yeah, just look for MufasaFernando, and that's most likely me.
All right, and just a couple things to wrap up here. Where you can find, again, the Fuse-4 Network on social media and social media websites. YouTube, youtube.com/Fuse4Network. Google+, since it has a ridiculously long URL, we've shortened it to goo.gl/AE1YY And we have Twitter, twitter.com/Fuse4. Facebook, which is facebook.com/Fuse4Network. Of course, we have our RSS feed. Thank you so much to RadioInfluence.com for hosting all of our podcasts and shooting them over to iTunes. all that good stuff. We greatly appreciate it. You should check it out, radioinfluence.com. But there on the screen is our RSS feed, radioinfluence.com/categories/fuse4/feed. And we have a Tumblr, which we use for our blog, fuse4network.tumblr.com. We have a subreddit, reddit.com/r/fuse4network. And if you would like to be a guest on our show, you have to be 18 or older. That's the only thing we ask, 18 plus. And, don't be afraid. Shoot us an email. We'll take anybody. As long as you're over 18, shoot us an email. Let's talk. Shoot it over to...
As long as you're human as well.
Yes, but send it over to podcast@fuse4network.com. Once again, that is podcast@fuse4network.com. And some other things that we have here. Again, if you would like to shoot us an email for a question, send that over to fans@fuse4network.com. And our sponsor this week, who we would like to thank, is fathead.com. Again, you can get 20% off all real big Fathead wall decals of $69 or more. Just use the promo code, this is caps now, people, 20 real big, in caps, 20 real big at checkout. This offer ends January 19th at the end, Pacific Standard Time. I was about to say specific. And, yeah, one more thing. Next week we do have a guest, so might as well throw that out there right now. We have Corey. We've had him on before.
Yeah, we have Corey back. Yay!
Yeah. So that'll be next week. Corey is a member of
Zero
Triple
Blade
Speed.
Edge, is that right?
Yeah, Zero Blade Edge. You can find
shit.
him on Twitter @Zero Blade Edge. He's a part of Triple Speed Runners. He's a speed runner, likes gaming. He's a cool guy. So again, that show is happening January 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is January 17th, 3 p.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. Central.
I was waiting for you to botch that up. I was waiting for you so bad to botch that up again.
I know. All that
You
good
just
stuff.
botched. You just botched.
So with that said, everybody, for Brad, and for Chris, I'd like to thank you all
just
for watching and listening this week's episode of the Fuse-4 Network Podcast, episode number 33. We will see you guys next time.
We are awesome.
We're on today.